Hello, namaste. This is Hariharan Iyer, the entertainer, and I'm absolutely delighted to welcome you to one more of my videos in the continuing learning series. And today, I'm going to be sharing some thoughts with you about why execution fails. One of the most important topics, I'm sure, if you are a corporate professional or you are an entrepreneur or you want to apply this principle somewhere for your own personal growth and development. It doesn't matter which walk of life you belong to. I'm sure these thoughts that I'm going to share with you are going to be of great importance and a great value is what I hope. Now let's understand what is execution. Execution is nothing but you decide on something and you act upon it. So I always like to take the example of weight loss, which we will come back to again. I decide to lose weight over the next few months, whatever number of kilos, amount of kilos. I have taken a decision, but what is important is I have to act upon it. So the acting upon it is execution. In the corridors of the corporate world, one of the most critical activities that happen is strategy. Every organization makes a strategy, and typically I found that a lot of companies, they go back to the drawing board to find out why that strategy did not work, and they try to come up with another strategy. Actually, many times it's not strategy that fails. What fails is execution. It applies to individuals and it applies to corporate world also, or the world of business. So why does execution fail? Let's take an example. As I said, a weight loss. If somebody wants to lose weight and say they determine that I'm going to lose weight, something like 20 kgs in the next 3 to 4 months or so, and they sign up for a gym membership, they consult a dietitian, take a dieting plan, and everything is set and is beautifully written down on paper. It is written down with a lot of precision. You know exactly what you need to do from 5 in the morning till about 10 in the night before you hit the bed. So everything is well defined. And in a sense, many of us can actually write a book on how to lose weight in 90 days. But how many of them actually end up losing weight over a period of 90 days? Was something wrong with the strategy? Was something wrong with the plan? No. The problem was the person did not get up on time to go to the gym or to exercise, or did not have control over the diet, was not following the diet prescription. And in the end, if you conclude after 90 days the weight has actually gone up or not really shed much, then we may tend to blame it on strategy. But the strategy was never a problem. The problem was always execution. It happens with New Year resolutions. It happens with a lot of other things that we promise to ourselves. Maybe giving up on a particular habit, not a desirable habit. So it applies to every aspect of our life. So let's understand, why does execution fail and why people say that I was so motivated when I signed up for the gym membership and I took the dieting plan, I followed it for 1 week, and from the 8th day onwards, I just lost the momentum, I just lost the motivation to do it. So I'm not claiming I have the perfect answer for this, but I'm just sharing some thoughts in terms of why execution fails typically. First of all, we got to understand the critical difference between strategy and execution. Strategy is always made in a comfortable environment, physically, mentally comfortable environment, whereas execution requires a lot of physical commitment. And so again, go back to the weight loss example. Signing up for the gym membership was the easiest thing to do. It was strategic. But actually hitting the gym and going and exercising, spending 60 minutes every day or at least thrice a week, bringing that commitment, sweating it out, it all requires a lot of physical commitment. It requires a mental commitment. It requires an emotional commitment. And that can be a draining process. It's easy to make strategy, easier to make strategy, but it's far, far more difficult to live up to that strategy and make it work, because it requires a lot of physical commitment. And people tend to get tired, which is completely understandable. So one of the critical elements in being able to be a master at execution is all about your ability to bear a certain level of pain, a certain level of rigor, and a certain level of vigor when you're trying to implement certain things in your life. Secondly, execution requires a lot of discipline. And success as a whole, I always say, is a boring profession. It's all great when you become successful, but people don't see the pain that has gone into becoming successful. It's the process that matters. And process execution and adherence to the process consistently over a long period of time is not easy. Because nobody likes pain. Nobody likes having to go through difficulty. But if you can master the difficulty and the pain that comes with a particular process, then when you become successful, you are likely to stay there. Because one thing you've understood in life, that what I can control is the process. I cannot control the result. So the result is an outcome of my process. My process is not an outcome of the result. Results are never in our control. I may hit the gym consistently for 3 months, follow the routine, follow the dieting plan, but there is no guarantee at the end of 90 days I'm going to lose weight. But if you are not going to follow that rigor, then there is an absolute guarantee that you're not going to lose weight. But what are the chances that if you follow the process, you will somewhere make it? Very high. Because, as they say in the success path, learn to control the controllable. Like in cricket, a bowler can keep bowling the deliveries at the spot that he needs to bowl. But there is no guarantee there will be an edge, or there will be a clean bowl, there will be an LBW. What's in my control is the process. There's so much to learn from sports, because sports is all about execution. So, execution comes with process adherence, comes with the understanding that you need to control the controllable. It comes with your ability to manage pain. It comes with discipline. It comes with a lot of commitment to your own self. See, somewhere you've got to love yourself. You've got to care for yourself. Like my mentor Maheshji always tells me, Hari, be selfish about your health. So if you want to take care of your health, then you got to be committed towards it. And you have to look towards within, look towards yourself and take care of yourself. So in a sense, your self-motivation comes from self-care. It comes from your inner commitment for excellence. And I love this quote by Albert Ian Gray, who says that the common denominator of success is successful people always do the things which failures don't like to do. And so you will see that it's your ability to do the things which you don't like, which matter a lot in getting the things that you like. I want to lose weight, I want to look thinner, fitter, slimmer. For that, that's the end result. It looks beautiful in the end. But the drama that you have to go through, the process, the pain, that is critical to look beautiful in the end. So it's your ability to do the things which don't come naturally to you. Discipline is not something that comes naturally to everybody. You've got to inculcate it, you've got to nurture it, you've got to develop it. It calls again and again, as I repeat, it calls for a lot of commitment, calls for a lot of discipline. Success, as I said, is a boring profession because the process is not very exciting. In fact, a lot of people look for too much excitement in their life in trying to do different things. Then that really doesn't get them anywhere substantially. It's your ability to stay focused on the one thing that you really want to do and consistently keep doing that, however boring or painful it might be. I love this quote by Bruce Lee, who says, I am not worried about that person who can practice 10,000 different kicks. I'm more worried about that person as an opponent who can practice one kick 10,000 times. All legends have been made because they've committed themselves to the one activity that matters the most to them. Other things can kind of revolve around as peripheral activities. But in terms of your focus for success, you have to stay focused on the one thing you're passionate about and the one thing you feel a sense of purpose about, and stay committed to it and be resilient and persistent. So if there's an Amitabh Bachchan who is so successful, it's because he has committed himself to that one profession for more than 50 years. Asha Bhosle for more than 70 years. Incredible. How do they do it? It's just amazing. Sunil Gavaskar retired from active cricket in 1987, but even at the age of 75, more than 50 years after he entered this profession, he's still connected with the profession as a commentator, as an expert, as a writer. So you got to commit yourself. So execution essentially comes from these 3-4 areas. Your ability to handle pain, your self-love, your self-care, accepting that the process to success is not always exciting. Your ability to manage pain, as I said, discipline, your ability to do the things which don't come naturally to you. That is why, whether it's in the corridors of the corporate world or in your personal space or in business, always put execution above strategy. Of course, strategy is important, but very often we misunderstand the failure of strategy to be wrong strategy. No, very often it is not strategy that has failed, it is execution that has failed. So thank you so much for being a part of this learning series with me. I hope I could add some more value. Please do share this with as many people as you can. Please do comment, and please do reach out to me for any conversation or a connect at Hariharan Iyer, Hariharan at the hssc.com. And of course, you can reach out to me on LinkedIn, Hariharan Iyer, the Enter Trainer. And also Hariharan Iyer, the Enter Trainer Fun Life Lessons on YouTube. You can subscribe to the channel. There are over 1100 videos on my YouTube channel. So, before I leave you, just think of the one thing you have not been able to execute, which you had planned for a long time, and reflect on the thoughts that I've shared with you. And do you think implementing them might help you to just get better at execution and try and put that what you had in mind into action now? I do look forward to hearing from you. I'll be back very soon with one more such learning video. Till we meet again, God bless you, and do take good care of yourself. Thank you very much.